You set 5 alarms. 4:45, 4:50, 4:55, 5 a.m. You swore that today, your new life would finally begin. You promised yourself that you would wake up, conquer the morning, and become that highly successful person you keep seeing on your feed. But instead, the alarm screams in the dark. You hit snooze. You wake up an hour later feeling like a zombie, dragging your soul through a day of brain fog, exhaustion, and intense self-loathing. You look in the mirror and think, I am just lazy. I lack discipline. Listen carefully. I need you to hear this. The 5 a.m. Club is a dangerous lie. According to the science of chronobiology, forcing yourself awake when your nervous system is screaming for sleep is not discipline. It is biological seismopathy. We all have a genetic chronotype. Some people are natural early birds. But if your biology dictates that you are a night owl, ripping yourself out of deep sleep at 5 a.m. is like starting a car engine without oil. You aren't building a billion-dollar empire. You are building a Acetylcholine Empire. When you wake up in a state of sleep deprivation, your body panics. It floods your bloodstream with cortisol, the stress hormone. This massive cortisol spike actively suppresses your prefrontal cortex. That is the part of your brain responsible for logic, long-term planning, and emotional control. So, it is not because you are lazy. The real cost of waking up at 5 a.m. isn't just the lost hours of sleep. It is the massive, invisible drain on your SUGMEV bandwidth. Think of your willpower as a battery. When you fight your own biology just to keep your eyes open, you burn 50% of your daily willpower before you even step out of the bedroom. You leave nothing left to actually change your life. You have no energy to learn that new skill, no patience for your family, and no mental clarity to do deep work. Look at the people trapped in this toxic productivity cycle. Which one are you? Are you the paraphidionist, pushing yourself to the absolute limit, relying on caffeine and pure anxiety to function until your nervous system collapses into a full burnout after just 3 weeks? Or are you the guilt type par? You stay up until 2 in the morning, mindlessly scrolling on your phone. Psychologists call this revenge bedtime procrastination. You feel so out of control during the day that you steal back your freedom in the middle of the night, only to hate yourself when the morning comes. Or maybe you are just a blind follower. You actually manage to wake up at 5 a.m., but then you just sit there staring blankly at a wall or scrolling through social media, confusing physical wakefulness with actual progress. Forget the myth that it takes 21 days to build a habit. Your brain does not care about your calendar. It cares about adenosine. Adenosine is a chemical that builds up in your brain the longer you are awake, creating sleep pressure. The only way to clear it out is through deep, uninterrupted sleep. You cannot hack it. You cannot outwork it. And here is the truth that the hustle culture gurus absolutely do not want you to know. Your obsession with waking up early and being constantly productive is a Tirama response. You are running Stone Age software on modern hardware. Tens of thousands of years ago, if you weren't constantly contributing to the tribe, hunting, gathering, staying alert, you would be left behind. And in the Stone Age, being left behind meant you would die. Today, your brain interprets the modern world through that exact same survival lens. Your brain thinks that if you aren't hustling every waking second, you will be abandoned by society. That 5 a.m. alarm isn't a tool for success. It is a pen ice button for your ego. It is your way of trying to prove your worth in a world that never stops demanding more. But let's look at the real secret of high performers. The magic that changed the lives of highly successful people isn't the number 5 o'clock on the clock. It is the zero of ICTO environment of the early morning. At dawn, the world is quiet. Nobody is sending you urgent emails. Your phone isn't vibrating with demands. Because there are no external threats, your AMYGDL, the fear center of your brain, stays completely quiet. When your amygdala is quiet, your brain releases a steady stream of acetylcholine. Acetylcholine is the neuromodulator responsible for deep focus and neuroplasticity. It acts like a spotlight in your brain, marking specific neural circuits to be rewired and upgraded. These elite performers aren't stronger than you. They have simply designed a world where their nervous system feels safe enough to enter a state of deep, uninterrupted flow, and you can create that exact same environment regardless of when you wake up. So, here is your permessa slip. You do not need to fix yourself with extreme, punishing morning routines. If you go to bed at 1 a.m., Forcing yourself to wake up at 5 a.m. is not discipline. It is self-destruction. Stop treating your body like an enemy that needs to be conquered. Instead of fighting your biology, let's ache it. I am going to give you 3 actionable protocols. Choose the one that matches your current energy level. If you are completely exhausted, burned out, and constantly procrastinating, start with the FABU IHT protocol. Do not worry about the clock. Whether you wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., or 9 a.m., your only goal tomorrow morning is the 30-minute shield. Absolutely zero phone usage for the first 30 minutes after opening your eyes. Do not let the algorithms, the news, or your boss hijack your dopamine before you even get out of bed. Reclaim your first 30 minutes. That alone will change your baseline anxiety for the rest of the day. If you are a perfectionist, someone who needs structure, try the mindinsight protocol. True discipline doesn't start in the morning. It starts the night before. Set a strict shutdown ritual at 10 o'clock p.m. by turning your smartphone screen to gray scale, black and white. We are addicted to the bright, slot machine colors of our screens. When the digital world loses its color, your brain will naturally lose interest. Instead of fighting your willpower to put the phone down, you are changing the environment. Your brain will naturally crave sleep instead of another hour of mindless scrolling. And finally, if you have your energy under control and you are ready to completely rewire your life, use the heavy budgeting protocol. Hack your acetylcholine window. Pick exactly one 90-minute block during your day where you have the most energy. It could be 6 a.m. or it could be 10 a.m. During these 90 minutes, disconnect from the internet entirely. Choose one specific, high-value skill. Focus deeply. Consider this 90-minute window a sacred, untouchable fortress. This is how you actually build a new brain. Please remember, this content is for educational purposes only and does not replace professional medical or psychological advice. Rewiring your brain is brutal. It takes time, patience, and a lot of self-compassion. But if you are tired of generic advice and you are actively battling your own nervous system every single day just to survive, hit that subscribe button to Mind Insight. I make these videos for people like you. Stay strong. Protect your peace, and I will see you in the next session.